What is up everyone, Tavius here, I'm back. It's been a minute I know, but I figured the best time to take a break was during the slow time in game. I hope everyone's been enjoying the Xur and Blue Horse show, but now that it's a new year and the Witch Queen is here, I'm ready to get back to some cool builds for you guys. So today, we're going to go over a Stasis build I've been using on my Titan since the Xur show started, and it's been really fun and effective. As usual, we'll go over the Aspects and Fragments, then we'll go over armor and armor mods, then weapons at the end. Like I said, this build is really useful in normal and legendaries of Eternity. Also some Nightfall Strikes, Gambit, seasonal activities, and with some adjustments, even Trials of Osiris. Let's get into it. So for the Behemoth Titan, let's start with our grenade. Initially, I went for the Dustfield grenade because the base cooldown to get our grenade back is 1 minute 4 seconds, compared to the Glacier grenade with a base cooldown of 2 minutes 32 seconds. As we all know, Stasis abilities have longer cooldowns than light subclass abilities, so if you like to have your Dustfield grenade up at all times, you can go that route. But equipping the Glacier grenade instead will also give you the benefit of Stasis shards with a Tectonic Harvest aspect. With this aspect, shattering Stasis Crystal creates a Stasis shard. This shard grants melee energy, so Glacier is going to be the best option in my opinion. And for our second aspect, we're going with Diamond Lance, of course. Getting Stasis skills will create a Stasis Lance to throw or slam the ground with and freeze everything, most of the time creating a second Diamond Lance on impact. Moving on to our fragments, I'm going with Whisper of Conduction to attract nearby Stasis shards to my location, the Whisper of Rhyme to gain an overshield by collecting Stasis shards, then the Whisper of Fractures, recharge our melee faster when you're near targets, the Whisper of Hunger to increase the melee energy gain from picking up Stasis shards, and last the Whisper of Torment to gain grenade energy each time we take damage from targets. I found this combo of Aspects and Fragments work really well with this build, but if you think any other fragments will work better, please head over to the comment section and let me know. Now let's move on to the armor. The exotic armor piece I'm using with this build is the Precious Scars helmet, released with Beyond Light, and it's obtainable through Solo Legend and Master Law sectors. The exotic armor perk on this helmet allows us to create a burst of healing around us by getting kills with a weapon matching our subclass, in this case Stasis. So we're gonna need a Stasis weapon to proc this healing. Also, when you revive a teammate or after being revived by a teammate, you gain an aura that provides overshields for you and allies for 10 seconds. This is one of the reasons why I found it very useful in Dares of Eternity, since sometimes there's a lot of reviving and being revived in that activity, also in Gambit and Nightfalls. Now for the mods I've equipped on my helmet. Okay, hold on, first I just want to say thank you Bungie for removing the Glimmer cost for equipping mods. We no longer have to pay Glimmer to slot mods, and it's great to have the freedom to mess with builds with no Glimmer cost. On this one, I've got Intellect, Fusion Rifle Ammo Finder, Hands On to get super energy with melee kills, and Elemental Light to spawn elemental wells with super kills. Remember that Stasis elemental wells grant ability energy to all your abilities. Moving on to my arms, I've equipped Intellect, Thermoplastic Blooming from the Seasonal Artifact to create an Orbital Power with melee kill, an Unstoppable Sidearm for those champions, and Elemental Shards, which is exclusive to the Stasis affinity on your arms. With this mod, Stasis Shards count as elemental wells for you, so they will grant ability energy to all your abilities instead of just melee. For my chest piece, I have Fusion Rifle and Rocket Launcher reserves, and also Well of Potency from the Seasonal Artifact. Picking up Stasis elemental wells grants you super energy. Moving on to my legs, I have a Minor Resilience only because I had a slot left to use, Fusion Scavenger, Rocket Scavenger, and Empower Finisher to become charged with light by performing a finisher. This one is not really necessary for the build since I'm only using my charged with light stacks to empower a weapon, so maybe good for a damaged face on a boss, but again not essential. And last, for my class item, I have a Minor Recovery mod, the Thermoplastic Strike from the Seasonal Artifact to be able to stun overload champions with their Stasis melee. Then I have Healthy Finisher where finishers heal you. This one uses 1/10 of your super, but it's well worth it. And last, High Energy Fire. We will become charged with light by performing a finisher, and then this mod will give us a bonus to weapon damage consuming the stack of charged with light when you get a kill, so you can take advantage of this bonus weapon damage on bosses and tanky enemies. For my stats, nothing really special. I kinda went for super energy since I will be using 1/10 of my super every time I perform a finisher. And also I noticed that if you don't have at least 1/10 of your super energy, you won't be able to perform a finisher at all, even if the red bar has 1 health left. But we will also be generating lots of orbs, wells and stasis shards, so we will be just fine. Moving on to the weapons, the star of the show is none other than the exotic sidearm Traveler's Chosen with Catalyst. This sidearm recently got the Catalyst introduced to the game and it became a monster. It does so many things, so let's go over them real quick. The intrinsic trait Gathering Light. Each kill with this weapon gives you 1 stack of Gathering Light and you can get up to 10 stacks. With each stack of Gathering Light, this weapon improves its reload speed, handling and target acquisition. Now if you consume the stacks of Gathering Light by double pressing the reload button, you will refill your abilities. I've tested this and consuming your 10 stacks of Gathering Light right after using your grenade and melee will immediately give you back both abilities. I know, pretty insane. Now if you choose to keep the stacks, the weapon keeps extra fast reload speed, better handling and target acquisition with the gift of the Traveler trait. Now if that wasn't enough, this weapon is a kinetic weapon so it will never run out of ammo. And the new Catalyst adds full auto trigger system so you can just hold down the trigger. Plus Osmosis. Osmosis changes the element of the weapon to whichever is your subclass damage type. Yes, even Stasis. So this is the weapon we need to get Stasis weapon kills and spawn our Diamond Lance. No joke, you'll be the Oprah of Dares of Eternity giving away Diamond Lance to all your teammates. All you need to do is activate Osmosis, throw in your Glacier Grenade and not stow the weapon or Osmosis goes away. And that's it. Oh yeah, also kills with this weapon generate also power on top of everything else. Moving on from there, the reason why I'm calling this one Ice and Fire. Cartesian Coordinate, one of my favorite solar fusion rifles since fusion rifles got reworked. My role is feeding Frenzy and Thresh to get some super energy and faster reload speeds with kills, with a boss spec mod. And for my heavy weapon, my current favorite solar legendary rocket launcher, Ascendancy, the Ritu weapon from Season of the Lost. I love chain reaction on this weapon. I like to keep chain reaction when running lower level activities and see everything blow up in flames. And when getting close to a boss, you can switch to explosive light if necessary depending on the difficulty of the activity. Also, if you're charged with light, you can boost the damage of this rocket launcher during boss damage phase. Pretty cool. Now for a quick summary before we get out of here, let's recap. With this build, we got unstoppable champions covered with our sidearm and overload champions with our melee, no anti-barriers. Our sidearm turns into a Stasis sidearm, creating a Diamond Lance with kills for you and your teammates. You can consume your stacks of Gathering Light to recharge your abilities. You will also generate Stasis Elemental Wells, Orbs of Power and Stasis Shards, which will track to your position and grant you ability energy and super energy with a Well of Potency mod. Finishers heal you and grant you charge with light to empower your weapons until you get a kill. Melee kills grant you bonus super energy and also generate an orb of power with hands-on and thermoclastic blooming. Our exotic helmet will proc burst of healing each time you get a kill with your Osmosis Stasis sidearm, and grants overshields for 10 seconds to you and your teammates when you revive a teammate or get revived by one. And there it is, my friends. I think that is everything. I've been honestly enjoying this build very much and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. My name is Tapius Place and you can find all the ways to contact me in the link tree down in the description. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, a like and heavy attack on that subscribe button really helps me out on my constant fight with the algorithm. I'm just gonna call it Tanix. Tanix the algorithm. We just can't defeat him for good. Anyway, thanks for watching and check out other cool Destiny 2 videos right here.